Hello, Travis here, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. In the last episode, we made the Forbidden Orange Juice, better known as Metallurgic Science. It is Vulcanus' exclusive science pack, and it's a little bit different because I decided to put put foundries on both sides just so I can saturate the belt. And soon I'll be shipping all this back to Nauvis in regular shipments. However, there's a few things that I need to get done before I can really ramp up production. Hence, you might notice what I'm doing here. That I handcraft these productivity modules, knowing full well that I brought productivity modules via Home One? Maybe, but I don't want to talk about that. So I got myself a. I'm not gonna. This is gonna kind of be my personal takeoff rocket. While I didn't time my enter perfectly so the rocket could raise up, there is some things that I have to get done. First of all, we're knowing that this is a poorly balanced low density structure built with foundries. As you can see, even if it's not working properly, it is a lot better than all of this. All this is straight up. How long was that like that? Yeah. As you need foundries, even if they don't like a radical, even if they only minutely change hello achievement, foundries greatly simplify the. And here we go, our first of many Vulcanus rockets. I'm gonna circuit control this. I don't know how circuits work. Alright, now that we have our rocket, what are we going to be, what do we mean, a few things here before we can scale up production? Well, first of all, I don't know if you noticed, this is simple coal liquefaction. I've talked about it before. Coal, calcite, sulfuric acid makes 50 heavy oil. Not too bad. But what if I told you this is a total scam? Behold, normal coal liquefaction. This is a recipe. This is a recipe that is completely vanilla. This is what normal coal liquefaction in the, if you're not doing space age, this is the research that you're going to be getting. It takes 10 coal, 25 heavy oil, and 50 steam. And after 5 seconds, it turns it into 90 heavy oil, 20 light oil, and 10 petrol gas. I uh, I want to go into I I don't think I need to explain why I would want to be targeting this, because normal coal liquefaction is basically what I call a positive feedback loop, where all you need to kickstart, if built properly, all you need to kickstart a coal liquefaction build is basically like a singular barrel of heavy oil. You dump that in, and as long as you have steam and coal, uh, you will never run out of heavy oil ever again if you build it properly. And I'll go over how to build. Coal liquefaction is very powerful if you need oil on demand. And in many cases, it's a valid replacement to having to pump oil out of the ground like anywhere else. Although that only really applies to Nauvis and maybe Fulgora, but I'll get into that later. So yeah, that requires the reason why I want to do this before I because I'm not because eventually I will want to leave Vulcanus. I can't beat the game just McChilling on the closest planet to the in the Nauvis solar system to the sun. If you remember correctly, I kind of have to get out to the solar system edge. That being said, while I haven't really discussed it before, I kind of need to scale up my resources for rocket building appropriately, because otherwise, rockets become the bottleneck in your tech in your technology tree. Because we know we have our ship. It's pretty fast because it has 2 thrusters and it's pretty slim. We have science production. This is probably a bit under what I want to target, so I'll probably be expanding this in the near future. And we have the labs of Nauvis, which I'm probably going to be reworking in this episode, because building these lanes like double lanes is not super efficient. Oh, look, they're preparing a tech party. How cute. Same as down here. Simple coal liquefaction is not going to meet our petroleum needs if we want to scale up fastly. Fast enough. Simply put. So therefore, we're going to be sending our first metallurgic science to Nauvis. Oh, and there's another tech that I want to research before I skip it. Cliff explosives. Yes, this is completely necessary. I stop laughing. Uh, Cliffs are annoying, especially in Vulcanus. On Nauvis, it's a bit of a nuanced take because only a few cliffs are a bit of a nuisance, like these ones. But in Vulcanus, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. So if I want to have any sort of a quality of life, that I really just, you know what? I'm just gonna walk. I've committed to the bet. Idiot engineer makes a train to avoid walking and walks anyway. News at 10. More news at 10. Alright, let's get... All in all, we're gonna need 1,000 science. Probably a little bit less due to productivity and whatnot. But I'm gonna take 1,000 because I need 500 for Coal Liquefaction and 500 for cliff explosives. While I wait for that to fill up, let's have some. Let's build a factory while not actually in the factory. I still can't believe I actually forgot about this part. That's low-key embarrassing. Alright, so we're gonna need to rework this. 2, 3, 4. Alright. We're going to... We're gonna do a bit of a labria. Because this is not going to work anymore. Alright. Next we get rid of this the bots are like actually doing something. Oh hey, the train actually did something. Been a while since I've seen that. You might be wondering why I'm rebuilding my science thing. Well, because we need a lot of there's a lot of science packs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's even 11th one, I believe. Actually, that's 12. My math ain't mathing. Right, because of military science. Because that one didn't have military science in it. I'll figure out what I want to do with that. But for now, I want to completely delete all of these things. And while we're deleting stuff, let's get rid of some miners. A lot of this might be going away soon once we get to renovating Nauvis. Because, like I said, we have the big boy miners. Mining drills. Please, YouTube, do not smite me. When I say miners, it's with an E, not an O. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for the attention to this matter, YouTube. All right. Oh. I'm gonna summon the train and then head back to Nauvis to continue my awesome. In a way, I'm a little bit happy and sad for this occasion because I'm almost done with Vulcanus. I've had a lot of fun in this planet. Gonna be honest with you. Been doing some funkiness to clean up this side of the belt. Because this will bonk into the side of this tunnel underground. Yeah. We're gonna send that up to home 1. Goodbye, science. There's also no, don't take that out of my inventory. We're also gonna send that up to home 1. And if we check on home one real quick. We got 1,000 vials of science and 150 calcite. Yeah, I definitely really overbuilt this ship. One of the things that I'll be doing is kind of a pre-checklist to leaving for our next planet is renovating the ship, and there's overabundance in storage. Could be converted into stuff like power generation or the asteroid reprocessing. Which, thanks to the tech tree, we can soon do. I don't know how much I'll take advantage of this, but we will get there when we get there. Alright. So what am I going to do? First of all, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm trying to scheme how I want to, because there's many ways we can distribute science packs. I've done a bot-based thing where bots are refilling the labs are refilled by requester chests, and while it's definitely dependent on having bot speed and capacity, it's certainly viable. But there's ways we can do this without all the filter nonsense. We want to do that so we can prevent our science being sent back. Are you kidding me? I'm face palming right now. Well, sorry, sites. Go back to the rocket. Go back to my space hauler. You know what? Maybe I need to request. Shows you how little I know about cargo logistics in space age. Casually importing all my science. We're gonna send our ship back back home. We're gonna I think this will be enough to God, I love. All right. Here's how I'm going to do it. We're gonna tear all this down. Do I even have labs in the mall? I don't think I do. Same one. Single. I need to not Here's the idea. I've seen people build these labs like this before. Of course, this isn't optimal due to oh my gosh, that is perfect. I can also fit some beacons in here, probably. Alright. Finally giving the bots some stuff to do after a while. They're probably happy. Or they probably don't care. Did I miss Aha! There we go. I figured out the legit. So we have our science here, and we're gonna. This is probably gonna be a mistake and a mess, but I've seen a lot of people build labs like this, and I want to at least give it a fair shot before I say, yeah, this is horrible, and nix it forever. And don't worry, I have not forgotten about productivity modules. I will put those in. This is going to be utility science. In fact, I'm going to immediately upgrade it. Can this reach all the way? It can. Awesome. How do I do this? Easy. Alright, you guys can tell me. Did I put is this spaghetti or is this lasagna? Let me know in the comments. But we are not done yet. Oh no. I downgraded it into a normal one. How did I? Oh my god. Generational fumble right there. So now that we have our science and home ones back, we're going to do the next part of them, which is weaving. These belts back and forth. That way we have 6 coming in on one side and 6 coming in from the other side. I need to upgrade to use these need to be blue belts. I'm doing it again. Might as well use a full blue belt since I'll fix that in a moment. Of course, this will definitely be in for, as I said, because there's going to be like 4 more Zion specs that I could potentially support here, and I probably surprisingly I did not disable any significant power infrastructure. I did not mean to click on that. Oh my god. I forgot to filter these like an idiot. Alright, now let's work on... Okay, I probably could just, Alright. And here we go. How many, 36 divided by 2 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then the rest will be normal broad twos. Are you serious doing that? Do I not have... I do. What's the hold up? Another idiot moment for me is what's the hold up? I wonder how long I've there's probably a ton of mistakes in this bot mall that I have not noticed before. But either way, new lab setup. And I'll probably, how many, other metallurgic signs are just randomly in my system? 69. Nice. And there we go. We now have Coal Liquefaction. I haven't been making any providing any belts to the bot mall. I'm low-key embarrassed. Yeah. And if we just double check. There we go. Coal Liquefaction. And this is where I'm going to be calling it. We have made our first science delivery from Vulcanus to Nauvis, and now have the science accommodation. If you like this episode, please leave a like. If you have any comments or concerns, leave one down below. And if you want to see more Factorio Space Age, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.